Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Dark Rites of Arkham. Last time, we saw Mayor Bradley get his head exploded, and then set off to meet Herbert West, the Reanimator, and get our hands on his reanimation serum, so we can resurrect Mayor Bradley, and question him about where his ritual was going to take place. So currently, I think we are in the prison's basement, trying to find if someone is replicating Herbert West's experiments here. Let's see. Execution chamber. So this is for Old Betty, and this is where the key for Old Betty goes. It's locked. Okay. There we go. Now we have a map. Death row and basement. Weird that the prison has its own map. Well, this is where Dr. West said that... Damn it! Damn near gave me a heart attack. The scream came from here. The basement presents a serious structural risk and possible ceiling collapse. For safety reason, entry by any unauthorized person is strictly prohibited. Signed, Warden Robson. If what West says is true, the Warden must be in the loop. I doubt he's unaware of a clandestine laboratory in his prison. And this notice looks like it's meant to deter the curious. Let's pay him a visit. Okay. They all have the same label. Damaged clothing, not reusable. None of these boxes are of any use to us. Locked. Were you expecting it to be open? Just this once, yes. Alright. Go ahead. Detectives Foster and Whitman, right? I am Warden Eugene Robson. It is a pleasure to meet you. Have you already spoken to Herbert West? I'm surprised anyone would want to talk to that piece of human trash. Oh, there are some loose ends left over from his arrest. Routine investigation. West told us there is probably a clandestine laboratory in the basement. He speculates that someone is making a serum similar to his. What? Allow me to offer some advice. West is a pathological liar. Don't get caught up in his fantasies. Where is my mouse? Some guards claim to have heard screams from deceased prisoners coming from the basement. What? Well, we've heard them too. It's an old prison, detectives. The prisoners never stop screaming, and the echo travels through the hallways. Can we take a look at the basement? Do you have a key? The basement is in ruins. I can't allow you access. And that door will remain shut until the restoration work begins. I'm sorry to tell you that... Are you okay? You coughed up blood. Cancer. Advanced stage. Oh. I'm very sorry, Warden. I don't have much time left in this world, detectives. The last thing I want is to spend it listening to horror stories about my prison, so this is why you want the resurrection serum. You are free to roam the grounds, but stay away from the basement. The place is unsafe, and I would rather not be responsible for what might happen to you. We have to get into that basement. Just be quiet, man. I'll distract the Warden. You take care of the key, okay? Count on it. Nice view. It's comforting, the quiet out there at this time of night. Detective. May I ask what you're doing, Harvey? Please excuse him, Warden. He's like a child. He touches everything. Harvey, you fucked it up. It didn't work. Sorry. Forget it. Something tells me we'll have to solve this problem in a more elaborate way. It's an aerial photograph of the prison building and the labor camps surrounding it. There is a note on the table. Note to the warden. I understand that you don't want me to come up to your office anymore when there is a failure in the electrical system. You say I talk too much, that I get lost in the details and that it wastes your time. I know you're a busy man, so I'll take your advice. I won't come up anymore. However, as soon as there is a malfunction, I will call you and tell you everything anyway. I like to explain things as they are, so there is no confusion later. I'm thorough in my work, and I like to make everything clear, with details as it should be. Signed, Joe Gordon, Head of Maintenance. Okay, might be a way for us to distract him. I can see the prison yard. Everything seems to be quiet. I'm not going to snoop through the files with the warden right next to me. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, our 32nd president. Thank you. Yep. That must be Warden Robson's hat. I don't need it, I already have mine. I thought these bottles held alcohol. It's just water. I also see a telephone. There are several public telephones in the lobby, Detective. Use them if you need to make a call. A gun. God damn it. Give me some fun lines about it. Warden. Yes. Are you sure nothing strange is going on in the basement? I've been running this prison for over 20 years. My reputation precedes me. Who are you going to believe? A criminal like West or me? Can we take the basement key? I already told you, that basement is in ruins. If you're so interested in it, wait until the planned renovations are complete. I'll be happy to give you a guided tour. I won't bother you any longer. Okay, so off we go. Presumably to make a call from the maintenance room? Door black. Changing rooms. I should stay away from this jumble of wires and fuses if I don't want to get zapped. Door. Maintenance. I guess let's start with the changing rooms. There is a lot more to this than I expected. I thought this would be a brief stop on the way to the ending. There is a guard's jacket hanging there. I'll search it. There is nothing in the pockets. What about the pants? Empty. There is only a coat hanger and a nasty smell of sweaty socks. Locked. This locker has a lock. I don't have the key. A gun. I'm running low on bullets, and I think I'm going to need them urgently tonight. I don't want to waste them shooting at a lock. There is a poster of Jean Harlow on the door. There is nothing inside. There is a metal cup with coffee grounds in it. I'm not interested. This locker has a lock. I don't have the key. It's a pretty long list of hygiene rules for using the shower. Some are so basic that it makes me think that if they've been written down, it's because the guards are pigs. 10 o'clock. How much time do we have to save humanity? The planetary alignment will be complete at 3 in the morning. Damn it. Neither the smell of bleach nor zonite can mask the stench coming from those showers. This locker room smells worse than a public latrine. Okay. The detectives, right? How did you know? This prison's pretty big, but small enough. You know what I mean? Yes. I'm Joe. What can I do for you? There are a lot of tools we could use. Which ones do you think we'll need? Well, I would say... You're not thinking of taking any of my tools, aren't you? They're my property, so don't make me use the saw. You know what I mean? I really do not know what you mean, buddy. There is a magazine on the table. Take it if you want. Are you sure? I've already read it. Yay. Aviation number. American Science. Special aviation issue. Who the hell keeps calling in? Are you planning to build an airplane? What? Second. No, the special only has 10 pages in the middle. The rest is the usual content. What is the usual content? Pinups? This issue of American Science magazine contains a supplement on aviation, in addition to the usual monthly content. The special supplement refers, among other things, to the Boeing 247 operated by the United Airlines. It's revolutionary, the first modern passenger plane. Retractable landing gear, all-metal construction, and enclosed cockpit. There is an article on the latest advances in radio telephony. The author claims that communicating by telephone with ships on the high seas is as easy as calling your own home now. In letters to the editor, a laboratory technician warns that mixing Atlantic Chemical and Jefferson Pharmaceutical brand antiseptic alcohols can cause spontaneous combustion. However, he also points out that the accidental mixing of both antiseptics is unlikely. Then there is an article about the success of the Chicago World's Fair. The organizers are planning to open its doors again from June 1st to October 31st next year. Okay, weird. Keeps morale up, huh? Who? Oh, yeah. Those are prison blueprints, right? Yeah, and they're confidential. In the wrong hands, they could be used to help prisoners escape. You know what I mean? Can we look at the files? Of course not. Don't even think about changing the station. Keep the line free. What a guy. What the hell is this? That panel warns if there is a failure in the prison's electrical system. Okay. There are several chemicals I don't recognize. What catches my eye is a fire extinguisher. Damn it! I just got my finger on the edge of the shelf. That's what you get for sticking your hands where they don't belong. Go to the infirmary and get that looked at before it gets infected. Take the fire extinguisher with you while you're at it. It's empty. What do we do with the fire extinguisher that doesn't work? Ask your partner. He was dead set on taking it. Why not? I know what we do. We switch up this fire extinguisher with the fire extinguisher in the prison. So, Joe. Don't you have work to do? Yeah, lots of it. Then why don't you get to it? Everything in here is inventoried. I'll make sure you don't take anything. We're the police. You should trust us. That's exactly why. Fair point. I don't want it. That was not what I was offering. This guy won't take his eyes off us. Yeah. Can you distract him? Okay, so we need to do something with electricity. Yep. An uncharged Empire fire extinguisher. It wouldn't even put out the candle on a birthday cake. I don't think it'll work, Jack. Okay. First things first, let's go to death row. And switch out the fire extinguishers. So we're definitely setting this trash can on fire at some point. Talk to the god. What should I say? I don't know. Be creative. Okay. What did you do? I took the fire extinguisher and left the empty one in its place. I hope you know what you're doing. It weighs more than the other one. There is enough charge to put out a small fire. So, a bit west. You have nothing to say. We need to distract Paul Riley. Old Betsy. I guess let's go visit a morgue. Since this is turning out to be a big endeavor, maybe we can do something in the morgue. Harvey, heads up. You. Have you come to carry out your threat? That won't be necessary, detectives. Mayor Bradley's murder has altered the course of events. He was the one who was supposed to summon Yog-Sothoth, not the Supreme Sorceress. There is no room for this rebellion in the Master's plan. Does that mean Yog-Sothoth will not be summoned? Au contraire. He will be summoned anyway. But we cannot allow it. Yog-Sothoth will destroy the Earth as planned. But it will not be during this alignment of the planets. Do you know where the invocation will take place? Yes. Where? I cannot reveal the location. We are not allowed to intervene directly in the course of events. Where is your partner? Exploring alternatives to stop the High Sorceress. In another time, in another place. Who are you? Who do you work for? We are not allowed to reveal that. What is this master plan all about? Your minds are not qualified to comprehend its complexity. The plan has been in the making for millions of years, and will take millions more to complete. As I said, the master plan has been altered and had to be reconfigured. In an unexpected turn of events, you are playing a key role in preventing Yog-Sothoth from being summoned. That is what we are trying to do. You were doing it outside of plan before. Now you are part of it. Can you help us with that? We are going to need all the help we can get. I have already told you that we are not allowed to intervene directly. We cannot actively participate in the course of events that comprise the architecture of the plan, even in its reconfiguration. However, take this. A key. A key. It's just an insignificant object that isn't part of the plan. But when used correctly, it will trigger a series of actions that could lead to the success of your mission. Yay! What a guy. That fellow in black gave me this key. I don't know what it opens. At least those people are no longer a threat. You know, Mac, my old partner, didn't like coming here. He didn't feel comfortable surrounded by dead people. You miss him, don't you? Yes. I see Clara. Presumably the magician? Foster, Whitman. Good evening, guys. What brings you here? Nothing particular. We were passing by and wanted to keep you company. Wow, I appreciate that. It's been a boring night, even though we have a celebrity downstairs. Did you hear? Yes, we were there. Wow. Okay, she doesn't care that much. Tired, Whitman? A little. It's been a long night. You can say that again. Who's on duty tonight? Orville Collins. There is a magazine on top of the closet. Aha, modern woman. Free dress pattern inside. Nice. What's this? Modern woman? Are you a modern woman, Clara? Yes. And you, an old-fashioned man. Achievement. I know what's in a men's magazine, but I have no idea what's in the ones aimed at women. These are Collins and Newman's specialization diplomas. They're displayed as if there were some kind of competition between them. It looks like Collins's raincoat. There is a thread sticking out of a seam. You piece of shit. Wow, I almost unraveled the whole raincoat. Why would you do that? What are you doing, Foster? Me? Nothing. 16 inches of thick thread, courtesy of Orville Collins' trench coat. We don't have much time to stop the city from going up in flames. The city and the entire planet? What the hell are you talking about? Looking for something, Foster? Nothing in particular. I know the name of every muscle in the body. Throughout my years of service, they've all hurt at some point. I've got the feeling that the longer the mayor's body stays here, the less effective Dr. West's serum will be. Let's hope this is not the case. What are you reading? True Detective Mysteries. A true crime magazine. Is that how you distract yourself from work? I have a hard time tuning out, okay? Anyway, there is hardly anything to read here. Would you like us to bring you something to read? That wouldn't hurt. But don't worry, this magazine will keep me busy all night. Keep at it, Clara. Do you want Modern Woman? I've already read it. No, okay. And I cannot use the aviation magazine. And I accidentally click here. Foster. I thought you were suspended from duty. I'm still around. Oh, hi Whitman. Have you been assigned to the mayor's case? No. We heard about his death and came to pay our respects. Well, do what you have to do, but I want you out of here when I start the autopsy. Where did I leave my... Jack. Collins is a very religious man. He may not approve of what we are trying to do. He'll think it's blasphemous, an unnatural act, and he won't make it easy for us. I get it. We'll have to take him out of the picture. I see a small bottle of antiseptic alcohol. Ah, we're going to mix the antiseptics, I see. That is why we needed the American Science magazine. Do you think Collins will pray before performing an autopsy? What could he be looking for? Half his head is destroyed, and part of his brain is a liquid mass. Even if we manage to revive him, I doubt he'll be able to utter a single word in this state. Let's hope this is not the case. Damn it. The can is labeled Phen. I think it's a powerful disinfectant. Jefferson Pharmaceutical, and I don't need to disinfect that. I don't want Collins to see me rummaging through the closet. That's how we'll all end up if we don't stop this ritual. There is a metal box with a label specifying that it contains syringes. A syringe. A simple syringe. Sterilized, I hope. What are you looking for? I am looking for... Wait a minute. Why are you still here? He doesn't want to answer. Okay. So, looks like nothing else we can do here. Drain. This is where all the fluids are drained after the autopsy is completed. Alright, let's go back to the prison, I guess. At least we have an antiseptic to do a fire, if we want to. And we definitely need your magazine, but not unknown yet what to trade for it. Infirmary. You must be the detectives who've come to see that butcher, Everett West. And before you say anything, yes, he should be in there. But Harold Murphy is harmless. And the new nurse gets on my nerves. Nothing will happen with me here. What happened? Murphy's a snitch, and Benny Romano didn't take it well. He tried to cut him open with a knife in the dining hall. Romano's about as tall as a 7-year-old on tiptoes, so he was lucky. He cut his thigh. It doesn't look good, but he'll make it. Okay, something. We've got work to do. Authorized personnel only. Everything okay, partner? Everything is fine. Surely it isn't. There is a magazine on the bench. Creepy tales. Horror stories, right? Indeed. For horror, try the one we are leaving, huh, buddy? So this is probably what we give to the receptionist. A magazine of horror stories written by people without a social life or readers without social life. I have no intention of using the magazine as wrapping paper. Let's go to the infirmary. Since you are going in, tell that nurse to hurry up. I don't have all day.
Is this gonna take long?
It's going to take as long as it takes.
Can't you just put a bandage on it?
We have to close the wound first, Mr. Murphy. We'll talk about bandages later. I'd appreciate your patience. I've already explained the situation several times. It's bad enough seeing you half naked, without having to listen to your complaints again. For God's sake. How many rows can you read?
All of them.
You have eagle eyes, partner. What about you? I can't get past the third row. That's not good, considering you have a gun. Wash your hands before treating patients.
Good advice.
The president is giving a speech to the entire nation. He is explaining why they need to shut the banks temporarily.
People have become increasingly distrustful and have started to withdraw all their money. And this has weakened the banking system.
Only measure the president should take is to torch every bank. For once, I'm on the same page with Foster. It's locked. Haha. Nope, the key doesn't fit the lock. Never mind. This is a list of prisoners who have been in the infirmary this past week, and their ailments. It's so dirty, I can barely see myself in it. And after everything I've been through tonight, it's better that way. I feel like I've aged 40 years. Okay. There is a rubber bulb inside. Please close that cabinet. You can't take medical supplies from the infirmary. It's a drawing of a guy who looks like he's been skinned alive. Antiseptic. There is a small bottle of antiseptic alcohol on the table. You can't take that. I'm going to need it to clean Mr. Murphy's wound.
That's if I don't bleed to death first.
Oh, shut up. Can we syringe it? Ahem. No. From here I can see the courtyard and one of the watchtowers.
Hey, pal. Know any medicine? 'Cause this bitch hasn't got a fucking clue how to close a thigh wound.
I already told you the doctor is away. I also told you he took the key to the surgical supply cabinet with him. I can't stitch the wound. All I can do is apply pressure until it heals a little.
But we've been doing that for an hour.
We'll be here as long as we have to. Got it? And if you call me a bitch again, I'll let you bleed to death right here. Need some help? The only one who can help me right now is Dr. Sullivan. He has the key to the surgical supply cabinet, and without it, I can't properly treat Mr. Murphy. What do you need? Do you need a thread? If I sterilize it, I could stitch Mr. Murphy's wound. But I can stitch the wound with just a thread. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we need something else, but thread is definitely part of it.
How's the cut?
What cut?
The one on your finger. Do you need it treated?
Oh, no. I'm tough as nails, pal. Okay, I guess we can try using the key on the lockers, maybe? Those had locks on them, so that's really the other option I see. Okay. As the lockers. I'll try the key that guy gave me on this lock. It worked. Okay, surprising. What about locker 15 then? So that's why it was closed, huh? Someone's pissing all over the Volstead Act.
Should we confiscate it?
Done. And we'll drink it.
We can't break the law, Jack.
Then it stays here. Snappy stories. Snappy stories.
Snappy stories.
Turn your gaze away from this indecent magazine, Mr. Whitman. Nice. Be careful with Betty. She's been misbehaving lately. 350 volt, okay, okay. So these are bad values. I took a screenshot for the future. Dolores del Rio. Who? Flying down to Rio? With Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
I don't know them.
What planet are you living on, Harvey? It smells of sweat. There is an oil stain on one of the lugs. The note says, the oil stain is still on the pants. I must remember to take them back to the dry cleaners. The note is pinned with a sewing needle. Aha! We can go back to the nurse. Okay. I guess we don't get to open 15. Infirmary. Alright, and we need all the antiseptic bullshit because the lighter that we have is out of gas. This is sad. Okay, needle on a thread. I threaded the needle with the sewing thread. I almost went blind doing it. Threaded needle. Took me 4 tries. Not bad at all. With these, I can stitch Mr. Murphy's wound. I need to sterilize both the thread and the needle. Would you be so kind as to leave them on the tray over there? Yes, of course. And now, if you'd be so kind as to step outside, I'll start treating Mr. Murphy's wound.
About time, for Christ's sake.
That was Whitman's voice. That was the raw voice. Come on, Harvey.
The nurse is treating the prisoner. We'd better let her work in peace and come back later.
Okay. In that case, we will end today's episode here, and tomorrow we will continue our investigation, probably with trying to give our magazines to people. So, thank you for watching everyone, and have a good day. Goodbye.